What up, my pimps, my players, my queens? I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming to the show. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do your makeup, and I'm going to go over a couple of different techniques. So this is going to be a long one, so I just want to give you a heads up now. And if you decide to keep watching, I would really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Hey. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do your makeup. And the first thing you want to do is obviously clean your face. So I just got out of the shower. I'm nice and fresh and so clean. And we are going to begin. So if you want, you can apply moisturizer and or primer, and the primer is basically going to fill any of the tiny lines or any pores that you want to cover. So it's kind of like a fresh canvas. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to go to work, so I don't really give a shit, so I'm not going to do that. Now if I was going out on like a night on the town or what have you, then yes. So I'm going to begin with my foundation, and sometimes you can get foundation that already has a moisturizer or SPF built in, so that's nice. Check first if that's something that you are looking for. Now the one that I found to work really well for me is CoverGirl Simply Ageless Age Defy Liquid Foundation, and this is the shade of Classic Beige. So let me just show you guys. Can you see that? I don't know. Okay. Now, some people like to put some on their finger and then apply it to their face. Some people put it on their makeup sponge and then apply, but me, I don't have time for that, so I'm just going right in and I apply it right to my face. Can you see? All right, so then I have my makeup sponge. All right, nice and clean. And when I do this, I pat it on. I don't like swipe or I don't know, whatever else, but if you pat it, it goes into the pores and those little tiny lines better. Okay. So now that's done. I don't know if you guys can tell a difference, but I can. Okay. So then the next thing is I do my cheeks next. So this is a contouring stick, and you can do however you want. I only do my cheeks because they're fat. So the best way is if you kind of suck your lips in, you know what I mean? Like do a fish face. And then follow that line up. So you're gonna start at the apple of your cheek and move up. all right? So, got my war paint on. Now I'm gonna take that same makeup sponge that I was using and I'm going to blend it. Okay, and when you're doing that, you want to go up. You see how I'm like kind of blending it and moving it up? A little down, but finish going up. You see? So that helps my cheeks to maybe not look as fat. They're still fat, but not as bad as they were. Okay, then the next thing, and when you blend, like I said, you go up. That's because I'm not trying to look like I got a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm a lady, okay? So, next is the blush. This is just some cheap blush. It's Wet n Wild, but it does the job for me. So let me see if I can show you. I've used quite a bit of that. All right, so then you're gonna, dip it in there a little bit, tap it off. This is Pinch Me Pink. So now I have my blush and I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna follow that same line, lightly, gently. And you want it to be even on both sides. Okay? The next one is we're gonna do the frame of our face. And I do this different than most people. You're not gonna see this in a textbook. Chapstick. Just some cheap chapstick. Because you need the wax to set your eyebrow in place, okay? Now, you can see mine are pretty freaking light. That's why I do my eyebrows. So, I just go over them with the chapstick, and then I have a certain brush that I use. It's an angled brush. All right, and then I use just some cheap eyeshadow. It does the same thing as the brow stuff, and I'm gonna try to show you. Hopefully you can see. So I've already used quite a bit of this one, so I'm gonna use this one now. Tappa, tappa, tappa. And then I just follow the arch of my eyebrows. And they're... Can you see? They have a pretty good arch. So I just follow it. And then I take the brush and I make it go vertical. And then horizontal. And I'm not I'm not swiping it across. I kind of pat it on. And the wax is holding that in place. Now, if you mess up, you just I always wipe my mess ups on my shirt or whatever. I don't care, because then I just wash it. So anyway, like I said, you know, if you mess up, you just use your finger and fix it. Or, you know, you can use a Q-tip or whatever. All right, so this one is, you know, pretty decent. And it's okay if your eyebrows are not twins. They can be cousins, they can be sisters. And that just means that it's okay if they're not perfect to each other. Now this does take some time. It does take some patience. But the eyebrows, like I said, are the frame to your face. So you want them to look decent. Sorry, guys. All right, what do you guys think? Is that even? Okay, I think that's all right. Now, at this point, this is your basic makeup. So you could stop at this point, or you could keep going and finish up the way I do. The next thing is to do your eyeliner. Sorry, not trying to look like a hoochie. Okay, so I'm just doing black eyeliner. I don't know why we always open our mouth when we're doing this, but it's hard not to. I don't know, it's a weird thing. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. I only do the waterline because, I don't do the waterline, I do underneath. Because I wear contacts and I don't want that getting in there. So I just do directly underneath. Okay, coming along. All right, so then the next thing is to do the eyeshadow, and I like to use Profusion. These are the palettes that I prefer. So this one is, I don't know if you can see that, it's Starlit. And I'm gonna go with, I took the thing off so I don't know what it is, but it's this one right here. So it's like an opal shimmery rose color. So I start with the top, so the highlighter, and I use this brush. It's a nice fluffy brush, and I just do this whole part right here, if you can see. And then I also drag it down just a little bit to the corners of my eyes. Okay? Next, I like to do the crease and a little bit above in some shade of pink. And for this one, I use a smaller fluffy brush. So I still have some control, but it's not as fluffy, okay? So whatever this shade of pink is, that's what we're going with. So I kind of bring it up and then down a little bit into the corner. Okay. And then, ooh, really showing it off today, god dang. All right, then the next is I'm gonna use a much smaller brush. This is a very tapered brush because I want optimal control. This can be used to smudge, but that's not necessarily what I'm going to use it for today. I'm going to use a shade of brown. It's a shimmery brown. So hopefully you can see it's this one right here. Okay. And I'm going to do that over the lid of my eye. So I start in the middle. And then I just bring it over. And then I do the other. And then we have one more eyeshadow. And for that, I want to use this little guy. This can be used for eyeliner, but I'm going to use this today because I want, It's not really a winged look, but kind of. So I'm gonna use a darker shade of brown, and I'm gonna use this one here. It's right under the one we just used. And I'm going to kind of make a V, a point. So I'm just gonna come out from the corner of my eye. I'm sorry, not the corner, from the edge of my eye. Okay, and then come on back through. And then I'm gonna kind of fill it in, but I'm only going halfway. I'm not going over the whole lid. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. You see? Okay, so now we just do the same thing on the other eye. So that looks pretty even to me. Okay. That's it for the eyeshadow. The next thing is I gotta do my eyeliner. So I use this LA Colors eye marker. Super cheap, I get it at the dollar store, but it works really good. It's felt tip. Okay. So I start at the kind of the middle, then the front, like the corner of your eye. Then I just hold the brush, or I'm sorry, I hold the pen at an angle. And I drag across and then fill in if I need to. So, all right, that's done. Can you see? All right, so now we're gonna do, we're almost to the end, and we're gonna do our eyelashes. So this is what I have. And I'm just gonna grab this bottom pair, and I have the glue. So I just take the lash, apply the glue to the edge of it, and I kind of smear it on there, you know. You don't want to get it on the lashes. Okay guys, how many of you are scared of sharks? Okay, legit. All right. Now, how many of you are scared of cows? Moo. Okay, check this out. So did you know that annually more people die from either getting stepped on or kicked by a cow than people do by getting eaten or killed by a shark. Is that crazy? I mean, I'm not afraid of a freaking cow. Like, just don't get behind it. How stupid do you have to be? Okay. Then you just hold it carefully and you apply. So here we go. These are my big ass lashes. All right, you see? And then do the same thing for the other one. Okay, so that's that. Put your lid back on to your glue so it doesn't dry up. And then, you don't have to, but I like to come and do my lower lashes. I use a blue mascara. This is L'Oreal. Okay. Aw. Alright, so then, now because these are some big ass lashes, I don't really need any mascara. They're pretty freaking obvious. But the next thing is to set your makeup. You can use a powder. So I use just the same blush brush, and I'm gonna use, again, this is Profusion. So if you can see, it's all messy, but I'm gonna use this one here. It's called Stardust, and it's kind of a medium brown. Okay. So I usually start with the cheeks. Okay, and that's it for that. Your last step is going to be your lipstick, and I gotta grab that, so give me just a second. Okay, so for the lipstick, I really love this CoverGirl. It's Outlast, and I am probably almost out of this color, but I do love it. And I'll have to get some more. Okay, so that's pretty much done. All right, looks like we're done, right? One more thing. With this lipstick, the reason why I love it so much is because it's great colors and it lasts a long time. It lasts 12 hours. But the secret is you have to use this second. It's not really a lipstick. It's not really a lip gloss. It's actually a sealant. So once you're done with your lipstick and you like the way that it looks, you come back over it with this sealant. It's almost like a chapstick, and that will hold it there for the next the next 12 hours. That's it, guys. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you guys had fun with me. There are other things that we can do. I have all kinds of different tricks, but this is just the basic makeup that I do every day for work, and that's it. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you on the next one.